How's it going, guys? Always got to keep that fan in the background. I know it's a little noisy, but it's too damn hot outside. That's just my low fan, so I have my other one running, but I turned it off because it's just a little too loud. Been drinking Gatorade and water, and it's just like, ugh. So today's, I was going to say trailer reaction, but then I know there ain't nothing. So do another ERB. Stan Lee. If you don't know who he is, then you're not a comic book nerd. This is the man who made Marvel, the man who made Superman. I think Superman was one of the first comics he's actually published and made. I could be entirely wrong on that. But I used to have like a few comics as a kid, but you know, I just stick more to like the animation stuff like that. So he died in like 98, 99. So he lived a really long time, you know, and yeah, he's the one who made Marvel. You know, I think in every Marvel movie he's actually been in too, as some random character. So Jim Henson, I had to look him up because I didn't know who he was. And apparently he's the man who created the Muppets. So I found that to be interesting. It wasn't when it came to like Sesame Street and the Muppets and stuff like that, you know, was never a childhood thing for me. You know, when kids were watching that, I was like watching horror movies, and I was watching like the X-Files and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and stuff like that. You know, that was more my genre. I didn't care for cartoons. Well, I rephrase that. I didn't care for stuff like that. The only cartoons to this day that I even still like and still watch when I have the free time is Scooby-Doo. Can never go wrong with Scooby-Doo. Always a classic. And Courage the Cowardly Dog. And it really, when I did a trailer reaction a while back, they combined Courage the Cowardly Dog with Scooby-Doo, and I was so hyped for that. And it was actually a really good movie. So if you're a big fan of those two cartoons like I am, I highly recommend you watch that movie. But let's check this out.
Stan Lee! Worship! Jim Henson! Begin!
Greetings, heroes! Stan Lee's here to battle. It's the mind behind the Hulk against the geek beneath the flag. I'm just your friendly neighborhood writer man with a secret identity of a super MC whose raps are as dark as my shade. You squealing like you're in trouble now, Jimmy. You dirty old hippie. Your beard needs a little bit of snip. Damn Skippy. Heck, that face on your neck ain't sexy. You one pot sweetums, the other pot skexy. Step up to Lee and you get your butt kicked. Your Muppet snuffleupagus stuff is butt kiss. A broke for Igno and the comics code. So keep your frog and pig show moving right along down the road.
I'm glad you got that out. That angry.
And that's a lot of things people don't know is Lou Ferrigno was the one who actually played the first Hulk. And if you still don't know who he is, if you actually watch the 2008 Hulk, I don't remember the gentleman's name when he played the second version of Hulk. When he goes in and there's the big old buff security guard, that's Lou Ferrigno. That was the original Hulk.
Can clutter your mind, but you're a creative man, Stanley. Yeah. So let's just leave it behind, because I can sense your tension. Once the verbal fencing starts commencing, there is no defense against the dents Jim Henson is dispensing. And I'll clench all your strings like you're a puppet in suspension. Call your superhero friends in. Yeah, because you're gonna need a vengeance. Let me mention, I'm impressed by all the vision that it took for you to sign your name on all of Jack Kirby's comic books.
Nice try, Frogman, but Jack was a friend of mine. But that was a low blow. He did his own thing, and now you've made it clobbering time. Oh, you taught children to count and spell. Then you taught your own kids how to drop your wife harder than you flopped on SNL. I'm telling you, Henson, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'm a marvel of a party pooper. I'll snap your turtleneck like a doozer stick and put you out to pasture like Mr. Hooper. I'm sorry, Jim. Sometimes I can't control my rage. Honestly, there's a lot of things that you can't control at my age. But the truth is, I miss you. You were gone too soon. You were like watching a beautiful sunset at noon.
Oh, Stan, don't be sad. We all have a time to go. Yeah. Most of the internet thought that you died 12 years ago. But the 4 will always be fantastic. The Hulk will always be incredible. The words you wove within the hearts of heroes are indelible. There is no beef between us. We're two minds of the same kind. And there is no man who could ever muck with what we've left behind.
I rock the mic properly! Turning profits out
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm the juggernaut of stacking knots unstoppably! The Disneyland lord of your intellectual property! So get back to work! That's my time you're wasting! I didn't buy you for millions so you could play around debating! Oh. You belong to Disney, which means you stay busy cranking out magic and assembly line whimsy! Artists begging me to stop, I won't let them! Labor conditions in my shop, I don't sweat them! I'm powerful enough to make a mouse gigantic! With only 3 circles, I dominate the planet! Oh, clearly, there's nobody near me! I'm owning this battle! In fact, I own this whole series! So hop on my steamboat, boys! But don't run! I'll put a smile on your face! And green in your pocket! You'll be safe and insured when you're under my employ! Now look at it! Gaze upon my empire of joy!
Yeah, that's the thing with Disney is Disney was waiting for Stan Lee to die. And when he did, they moved in quicker than the bubonic plague. Disney has got its hands in everything. You know, I'm surprised they haven't gone after DC yet, but I'm pretty sure Disney doesn't own DC. And usually, like, the 2 biggest names that you'll tend to hear of people buying a bunch of crap is Disney and Sony. You know, and Sony's actually worse than Disney is. You know, Disney is a little lenient in some areas when you do, like, especially with YouTubers, do, like, movie reactions and stuff like that. Disney's a little lenient. Sony does not care. You know, unless you're popular and you're a big YouTuber, they will block your stuff. So it's like, that's why I avoid any Sony stuff. Because the last few ones I did, they're just like, block. I'm like, well, not doing that anymore. Yeah, Disney's been around for quite a while. God, I don't even, like... Or at least I know Disney's been around, early, maybe 1900s? You know, maybe a little later than that. But, yeah... Disney's trying to buy up everything of entertainment, and it's like, if Disney was a little more lenient in their areas and they weren't making everything so goddamn family friendly, I would consider and say, hey, you know, Disney bought this, is not a bad thing. But now that Disney owns Marvel, like I explained in one of my Doom videos, you will never see an R-rated Marvel movie ever. It's just not going to happen, especially with Disney owning it. You know, they're just going to slap PG-13 on everything, which is a damn shame. So, like I said, I'm not pretty sure Disney doesn't own DC Universe, and if they do, then I know nothing about it. But I, hope they stay away from that one. Like I said, Jim Henson, don't really know too much about him. Had to look him up. You know, he ran the Muppets, and I guess apparently he died young. You know, if you know a little more about him, stick it in the comments below, and let me know what your thoughts on Disney. Do you think Disney should, make everything PG-13 for all these family-friendly people, or you think they should be, loosen up a bit and, add some R-rated movies in there and stuff like that, like Deadpool, but I'll make sure I read those comments. Make sure you drop a like, think about subscribing, stay safe, healthy, and sanitized. I'll see you guys around.